Isn't it crazy how this all started with stating to enjoy the awful? Previously on this little recap of July 2024 and the lessons that's been bringing me is that I gave myself about 1,000,000 self-reflecting questions about life, health, and embracing the awful. Now, to be honest, I haven't done my win chart or my win list just yet because I had a cold that was really, really bad in the middle of this month. So here we are. Anyways, so it served as a reminder to also be very careful what you wish for, and also that we're living our wildest fantasies. That video is all in the Camilo, I guess in English, YouTube video, of course. Anyways, so on the same note, and furthermore, is where am I now? Let's put this better, because the aftermath is still here. So, is where I am now something I've always desired? Now, this feels like a very tough question to answer for anybody and everybody, since life is always bringing up the good and the bad, regardless. So in a way, yes, because it's freedom. It's a lifestyle where I depend on myself and truly do what I want, create what I want, and go where I want, and so on and so forth. And as someone who hasn't always had that option, I know for a fact that it's a true blessing, an abundant way of living life. To be really honest, as I type this everywhere and anywhere throughout my day, among students, mentees, clients, strangers, loved ones, and cozy spots and in between, as you clearly see, another week has gone by. I get another chance to reflect with these thoughts and really push through once more, which is actually really nice. In other words, I'm giving myself grace, sticking to my word and hanging on to it onto the good for a little while longer before we talk about the bad, like I originally had planned. This week has brought me so much good. So did the week before, and the week before, and the week before, and so on. These weekly vlogs actually might turn into a bigger thing after the Hard 75 challenge because they are already helping. Back to the question. Is this the life that I desired once upon a time? Yes, 1,000,000 times yes. Back in my city, walking up and down Passeig de Gracia, seeing Casa Batlló as many times as I like, exploring new corners, going to events, all the events that I can get my hands on, to be honest. And oh yeah, of course, meeting magical people along the way. Not only that, being able to move across the city with ease and love, with safety and fiercely? This includes the funds for this lifestyle, the health that my body brings it, and the people I get to hug. For this week, a brand new friend with lots of hugs. Shout out to ND. She also got her own YouTube video shout out as well about community. Community is so important, so go check that out. It's only 3 minutes long. Anyways, she's such a good friend, and even more hugs with loved ones all around. I got to meet over 60 new faces. I had, my goodness, it was filled with daily laughter, games, and discussions. I walked on all over, miles on miles. I ate so much yummy food that made my heart very grateful and full of love. I saw movies. I woke up every day at 5 or 6 morning. And even though throughout these days, as I was fulfilling goals and journaled and played and loved myself throughout the process, like I said, I also got sick. And there's something beautiful about that. But I'll get to that when I'll get to that. Okay, so this challenge is getting me a little bit teary-eyed, to be honest, reflecting it back on it all. One thing is for sure, I've got to find a moment to journal these wins, like I said before. Whether it's a daily task, whether it's just things that just make me want to continue believing, I gotta write that list. Okay, so as far as the bad goes, well, did I really desire this injury? I would hope and I would assume not, although the lineage and the subconscious are an incredible thing. That aside, the therapy and inner growth in me is talking for this one. Oh my goodness. I've had to go through these things to show myself what I'm made for, to bring out the best people in my life who truly see me for me, to learn how to love myself from the inside and in the deepest way possible, to express myself fully, which is huge on my list, to so many other reasons that would take up various reasons. That would take up various videos to get them all aligned and together. There's so much beauty in that. I just got reflecting again on expressing myself fully, because I keep doing that more and more and more, and it's something I wish I did like when I was much younger, and like that someone would have told me as a kid. We probably got told a million times to continue being ourselves and always be ourselves, but we didn't really understand it. So the consistency of it has been so incredible, and I gotta give myself props to that, because it's been just being myself in every way, shape, and form. Anyways, so the past weekend, actually the past 4 days, I've actually gotten sick, as I've mentioned a few times already. This landed me a much needed recovery time with cozy shows and movies, while all this time reminding myself to embrace the awful once more. Why? Well, I missed out on saying bye to a friend who's traveling away, movie premiere that I've been looking forward to for months, catching some waves, hitting my steps, and even experiencing some cool once-in-a-lifetime events that I got invited to. This time around, since it is the theme of the month, and the lesson, so it may seem, is to enjoy the awful. I wasn't as faced as that, like this time around, that I miss on such things. The truly important events will come past again, and the people who really understand, who really truly care, will always be there. As much as I did, in the sense of I put myself first, I put my health first no matter what. I also realized that even more and more that where I am is where I'm supposed to be. In my bed, curled up, resting, or at least trying to. A lot happened these days in the media. You can check it out yourselves. It felt like 10 back-to-back roller coaster loops in a span of 24 hours. The more I saw, the more it served me as a reminder to be happy where I am. That I am where I am because I chose this and it's meant for me. I know it's easier said than done, but then again, isn't that the point? For me to learn this lesson once and for all, and to get to a point that it is as easy to say and remember as my name is? I get to do what I do by being and choosing to be me, and being brave and standing my ground, and being able to trust in community and kindness and hopes and rainbows and sunflowers and thunderstorms and all. I'm proud of that, no matter who's listening, because this is who I am, and that's the best thing I can be. Okay, I got deep. As per usual, you get the idea. Embrace the awful. Why?